So away they go, and it's Lee Allen that gets the best start in the Roger Bates Memorial Trophy race, and very poor start from one of the cars off the third row. I think that was Chris Smiley, didn't make a very good start. Chris Smith trying to fight back through after he won the race yesterday but got a penalty, which meant he had to start further back in the race stage. It's Lee Allen that leads ahead with Graham Milben. Sam Osborne runs in second. I think a very good start from Martin Depper from the fourth row of the grid. He runs in third, just about, but he's under lots of pressure. They're a bit behind the leading pack. It's Shane Stoney there in the fourth position, and Chris Smith runs in fifth as they head through clearways. Then they go down the dip onto Clark Curve then. Cars go flat out here. The mini challenge run in two classes this year. The Junkeeper Works car that runs at the front, and the club class with the much more standard minis at the back of the pack. So Lee Allen and Sam Osborne are the drivers battling it out for the lead. They are got that gap to the third place car of the British touring car racer Martin Depper. He went in third, and Shane Stoney fourth. Chris Smith in fifth. They're around at the top six at this point is Stuart Lyons. So they go down the hill, then down towards Graham Hill Bend. The top two absolutely together as Sam Osborne puts his car up onto two wheels to Graham Hill Bend then. But they don't change positions at the moment. But Sam Osborne putting Allen under lots of pressure. This massive gap for battle for third. Chris Smith just coming under a slight bit of pressure there from Stuart Lyons, who's got right behind him the car of Arthur Forster. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars battling it out for third position, and a bit of a gap to mini challenge race winner Freddie Nordstrom, returning to the championship this weekend for the mini festival, the Ignorial mini festival. The battle for third really continues because Shane Stoney having a real go up into the Druids hairpin to try and snatch third position away from the person who currently holds that position, which is Martin Depper. Here's the club class. That's Henry Gilbert just ahead of John O'Brown. The two 2011 Sax Max drivers battling it out for the lead in that class. Shane Stoney, the person that won the championship in Sax Max last year, he won the JCW car, putting it up on two wheels. There, it looks like a car heading into retirement. That is Craig Freeman, who's heading for the pits. Battle on for fourth with Shane Stoney, now under pressure from Chris Smith, who goes up on the inside into clearways. Yeah, that'll give him fourth position, and Stoney's going to run up really wide, which is going to allow Stuart Lyons to have a look up on the inside, is it? Well, Stoney coming back at Chris Smith. The two cars are going to be side by side as they head down the Brabham Straight this time. Meanwhile, behind Shane Stoney's two competitors in Sax Max last year, Henry Gilbert and Johnny Brown continue to battle out for the club class, but Stoney keeps trying to come round the outside of Chris Smith into paddock, can't do it, then he cuts back out the corner. This is the battle for fourth, and it's allowed Martin Depper to get away. Lots of side-by-side action throughout the Junkeeper Works class. We wait for the leaders to head down the Graham Hill, down into Graham Hill Bend. Both Allen and Osborne up on two wheels, and Chris Smith did get the position then from Shane Stoney, but Stuart Lyons battling out there as well. So three cars battling out for fourth position as the leaders head through Surtees and McLaren, and Chris Smith still staying ahead of Shane Stoney. Stuart Lyons still behind him. Stuart Lyons goes up on the inside, this time of Shane Stoney, and Stoney was being passed by Chris Smith into clearways last time, and Stuart Lyons learned from Chris Smith's manoeuvre, and he's done exactly the same. Already got the position done then before they head down the Brabham Straight. Sam Osborne still challenging the Allen for the lead. Now Freddie Nordstrom trying to close in the battle for fifth position. That Chris Smiley there involved in a good scrap. He was battling with Chris Paniotto. Damage on the front left quarter panel of Martin Depper's car. Not sure where that was caused. Didn't see that one. Now Shane Stoney coming back at Stuart Lyons into clearways. Lights ablaze for the Castle Queen race winner. Live TV race day. Shane Stoney managed to make that one work. He went out on slick tyres on a drying circuit. No, it's the other way around in fact, wasn't it? Because he went out on dry tyres. It was actually getting wetter, and when the rain really come down from the wet tyres, Shane Stoney managed to cling the car to the front of the pack, even though losing almost a lap before the race started. So Allen and Osborne still at the front. Then Chris Smith really closing in on Martin Depper. Freddie Nordstrom under quite a bit of pressure from Martin Depper's team boss Arthur Forster. They head now onto Clark Curve. Forster putting the pressure on to Freddie Nordstrom. There's Chris Paniotto still challenging Chris Smiley. Out of paddock come the leaders. once more. And he's had a change of position there. I think Freddie Nordstrom may well have lost a position. As Kevin O'Connor gets his car right over the curbs. Freddie Nordstrom is battling away with number 16 car of William Davison, the Renault racer. Club class cars power through clearway, backing away. And the leaders in the 30s and McLaren still Lee Allen. Now started to gap Sam Osborne. Now Chris Smith is on the attack for back for third. There's Shane Stoney still attacking short lines. The cars starting to pair off now. And Will Davison, the clear cup driver, another person that raced in Sax Max last year. He's now running 7th. He's got ahead of Freddie Nordstrom. So half the field from Sax Max last year are in the mini challenge. We've got 2 out in the club class and 2 out in JCW. Of course, Will Davison doing a one-off here this weekend for the mini festival. Here come the club class cars, which have a JCW car in the middle of them. That's allowed Henry Gilbert making a small gap to John O'Brown. So we'll see how that turns out as the race goes on. And now some first bit of lapping. Lee Allen squeezes his way up on the inside of Trevor Bates, son of Roger Bates, who of course this race is the Memorial Trophy for. And that is Lee Allen heading into Paddock Hill Bend and slice up on its other back markers, Chris Smith, as he continues to challenge Martin Depper. When Chris Smith got the 4th position, he was over a second behind Depper, but he's closed him in now. So what can he do about the 3rd place car? I don't think he has over yet, but the 2 cars running this tail as they head on to Clark Curve. Still then, it is Depper in front of Smith. Into Paddock then again for Lee Allen. He won the first race after the penalty was given to Chris Smith for exceeding track limits. Something that MSV is very hot on this year. Actually, around Ryan's match after Graham Hill Bend, making sure people do not exceed those track limits. It's going out of Graham Hill Bend now. It's the race leader. Chris Smith, of course, was to win on track yesterday. He's running in 4th at the moment. Still trying to get past. Oh, he going then up on the inside for his 30s, and he can't get it done. But then into clearways, he did this already on Shane Stoney. He can't do it on the British Joe away to Martin Depper, who runs out wide though. So Chris Smith pressurised him into a mistake. Too late on the brakes was Martin Depper. This is going to allow 2 cars to go side by side down in towards Paddock. Chris Smith on the inside line. He should be able to get that one done as they head into the corner. Yes, he's got through there, but then trying to come back at him is Martin Depper. But Chris Smith carries a lot of speed through Paddock and he stays in front. Meanwhile, we've got a good battle further back with Chris Benioto and Chris Smith closed in onto Kevin O'Connor. Down into Graham Hill Bend comes the battle raging to the 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. And slice up on the inside of another back marker is Sam Osborne. Gets that one done nicely into 30s. Then we've got now Chris Smith ahead of Depper, then Lines, then Stoney, then Davison, and then Nordstrom not far behind either. So that change of position for 3rd has closed them all up. Where we had pairs of cars, we've got one big group. So that should probably interesting. Second half of this race we're heading into now, into Lappery for Chris Smith as he exits Paddock, goes up the hill towards Druids Hairpin. Kevin O'Connor still under lots of pressure from the Scottish Mini Challenge Mini Cooper Cup race winner Chris Smiley. On the outside on the grass almost there, Shane Stoney lapping one of the cars. And there is Gilbert and Brown still battling for the club class. They're soon to be battle seems to be interfered by the JCW cars. As slice up on the inside goes Shane Stoney. Martin Depper will get that done now. That is Simon Hillary. They are lapping at the moment in the number 17 car. As up on the inside goes Smiley. He should have this one done now on Kevin O'Connor. Of course, a short track like this is exactly what Chris Smiley is used to in the Scottish Championship, going round at Knock Hill. battle there. That's Chris Smiley then, who has, but coming back at him now up the hill, Kevin O'Connor, but slicing him off there with Smiley, and Kevin O'Connor backed out of that one, so that could well give the Chris Paniotto truck a line car the position. Now into the club class lap, and Sam Osborne over into the back of Henry Gilbert. Henry Gilbert meanwhile gets away from John O'Brown. Then number 3 car, that of course is Arthur Forster. And of course the Forster Motorsport machine. There Chris Smiley running in number 22. And Smiley running in the Mini Max machine. There is John O'Brown, our club class leader, and he leaves that to Henry Gilbert. Get in there, he congested into Paddock Hill Bend, who on the Hillary car holds up a bunch of GCW machines. Chris Smiley, Chris Paniotto, and of course in the middle there Kevin O'Connor. And on the inside of Henry Gilbert does not go. Shane Stoney, he's been held up all the way through clearways. Now he can find a way up on the inside of Gilbert, and Forster then does the same. There's a battle for third. Chris Smith still being challenged by Martin Depper. Then lines behind them is Stoney. Yes, Kevin O'Connor in the middle of Smiley and Paniotto. Into third he's in for Lee Allen. Then McLaren. Still second is Sam Osborne. Third, Chris Smith starting to get away now from Martin Depper, who's now starting to come under pressure with Stuart Lyons. He's very late on the race for clearways, and there's our club class race leader, Henry Gilbert, got a second or so to John O'Brown. Then the 99 car of Kevin O'Connor. He is run by the low end team, and really going after him there. And O'Connor under a lot of pressure. I think that well has been from Will Davison, who's obviously made a mistake in the lappery and dropped back outside the top 10. He's working his way back up. Club class race has really been invaded now by the JCW machines. Sam Osborne dives up the inside of Trevor Bates into 30s. He's got that one done late. There's Henry Gilbert just ahead of John O'Brown, still in the club class. And that's Arthur Forster, he's slowing. I think he could well be pit bound with just over 5 minutes to go in this race. Arthur Forster will retire from the race. We saw earlier a pit visit from the number 7 GCW car, Craig Freeman. He's got back out there. Mike Phillips is somebody that retired before he even got to Paddock Hill Bend. He pulled into the entrance to the pit lane and retired his car from the race. So out of the 22 cars that started, 20 still run here in the Mini Challenge. And what has been a very clean race. We've had some Mini Challenge races in the past that haven't been clean, namely 2 races here last year which both had start line incidents. We haven't had that today, which is very good to see. It now Stuart Lyons on the back of Martin Depper, giving him a hard time, but then Lyons runs out wide. Is this going to allow Shane Stoney to come up on the inside into Clark Curve when he's trying to find the gap? I wonder if he'll be able to make a way through. Oh, the answer to that is no, and it's allowed Martin Depper to get away. So Depper's still running in for a big moment there from the club class car, and he goes around. That is the car of Trevor Bates. He will be able to rejoin. He makes his way back in the circuit. Here's a replay of what happened then. So I had a bit of a mini tank slapper out the Paddock Hill. No, they go down the hill at Paddock Hill, and then the car snapped away into a spin, but he was able to rejoin. The Allen still leads in some Sam Osborne. Smith in third. This battle for fourth. Stuart Lyons again putting the pressure on. He dives up on the inside, but again can't get through past Chris Smith. Past Martin Depper. So Chase Stoney looking to try to get back past Stuart Lyons. Not quite as close as he has been in the past. Big club class battle I think, was that a club class start? Well, club class, just to let you know, Henry Gilbert leads from Jonathan Brown, Max Lever runs in third, Sam Hillary in fourth, Adrian Norman and Trevor Bates round off the 6 cars that are still running in that one. 14 cars still circulating from the GTW part of the race, and contact between 2 of the club class cars. Well, they were trying to swap around and both cars have gone round in that battle for third. That of course being Max Lever and Simon Hillary. Hillary trying to find a way through, and then the 2 cars make contact. Both cars have a rotation. Both of them will be able to be joined. Short line still under pressure. Shane Stoney, he's going for the swooping line through clearways. Can he now gain speed down the Bravo straight? We'll have to see when they enter Paddock Hill Bend. There's Freddie Nordstrom in the number 44 machine. Nordstrom runs 7th in the Advent Motorsport machine. Of course, our race leader still being Lee Allen in the Truck Line car. Only a few minutes left in this one, unless I can replay the contact. Squeezing on the inside line through McLaren was Max Lever, and he's the one that gained a bit of an advantage between the battle for third cars, it has to be said. So that's Lee Allen then from Sam Osborne, who slides his car. Now Chris Smith in third, really closing in the 2 leaders. Chris Smith, another good drive from him. Shane Stoney continues to battle away with Stuart Lyons again. Stoney goes awfully wide through clearways. First lap of the race has gone to Chris Smith on lap 16, all that not many laps ago. It's average speed of 80 miles per hour with his lap of a 54.224. That is a tenth of a second quicker than what anybody else has been able to manage. Good pace from Chris Smith. There's Lee Allen coming through for the penultimate time into clearways, I think. Not long to go. What I think will be about a 22 lap race. Shane Stoney still trying hard to get ahead of Stuart Lyons. That battle for 5th position. We've just been told that the 5-second penalty goes to Simon Hillary for not respecting the track limits. Into paddock again. Shane Stoney still chasing after Stuart Lyons, can't do anything about it. There's Freddie Nordstrom running in 7th. He's settling down a bit now throughout the pack. The club class still going at it. Henry Gilbert here just ahead of John O'Brown. John O'Brown's really closed in Henry Gilbert in the last few laps. Meanwhile, leaders into McLaren in clearways for the final time. Lee Allen then is going to win another race this year in the 2012 Mini Challenge, and Sam Osborne will get 2nd position. 3rd will go to Chris Smith, a good drive from him from the 3rd row off the grid in the Accelerate machine, the best of the Accelerate cars. In fact, here in this weekend, the only car in the JCW class is for Accelerate. Here's Chris Smith who get the podium. Here's the club class then. Henry Gilbert will beat John O'Brown, it appears. At least Brown doesn't get a good race, good exit to clear away to the Accelerate cars. Dominating club class, both Gilbert and Brown racing for them. Here's our results, and Lee Allen winning by just under a second to Sam Osborne 3rd. Chris Smith, Martin Depper finished in 4th. Shane Stoney did snatch 5th position away from Stuart Lyons, and that was the top 6.